We get done with all of that. We have this meeting, write my stuff, the organic switch happens. Out of any successful meeting, we're going to refine it, I'll talk back about that in half a second. What is the secret ingredient to the end of any successful business meeting?
Next steps.
Well, next steps, go ahead. I'm just bending down here. You get a free journal as a raffle if you answer this correctly.
Authenticity.
Yes. Follow up. This guy's on fire. So how do you follow up?
Setting expectation when you're going to talk.
Sort of, kind of, yes.
Follow up with context for him, specific things that he asked for.
Yeah, kind of, maybe, yes, sure, yeah. But what is the ultimate secret ingredient to the end of a successful business relationship meeting?
Thank you note.
Oh! What kind of thank you note?
Handwritten.
Oh, who said that? So let's see. Okay, so she said thank you note,
Oh, yay.
and you said handwritten. And that's exactly right. One of my advisors Googled this philosophy, just for fun. And he found that if you Google the handwritten thank you note, how many articles come up? Just like a first shot. How many articles about the handwritten thank you note? How many? 1,800 articles are written about the handwritten thank you note. How many people do it?
Oh, I do.
Consider yourself in the minority. Nobody does it. Nobody does it. Now, this is what I'm going to teach you. What I want you to do is I want you to go to Walmart. I don't care where you shop, and get a set of thank you notes. I want it just to say thank you. I don't want your name. You don't have to go in gold leaf. Plain old thank you. That's all I want. And inside, I want you to handwrite, thank you so much for this business breakfast, lunch, or coffee. I really got a lot out of one thing. You're going to identify one thing that really stuck out. Could be a contact, okay? Could be an introduction they're going to make. Just one item. I don't want three. I want one item. I want you to put your business card inside. Do not tell them what to do with the card. I had one presentation, gentleman sent me a thank you note, I was very happy, but he gave me 3 of his business cards and he told me who to give them to. I threw that out. One business card. I want you to hand stamp it. I had a lady from Send Out Cards blasted me on this one. Send Out Cards is a phenomenal organization. If you want to automate postcards and notes, I would not suggest it for this application. That's the phrase I'm going to do to define this. Hand stamp, handwritten, thank you note, and then I want you to send it off into the ether. Okay? You don't have any expectation about it. You're not going to follow up. Where'd you get my thank you note? Okay, so no. No. We're just going to send the thank you note out there, and we're just going to give it to the universe. Now, depending on if they work in a business like this, or a space, or they've got an office, or they've got a credenza or something, this is the ultimate goal, is to have that thank you note land on their back credenza. And so when a colleague walks by or comes in their office, they go, huh, what's that? Oh, that's nice. Not kidding. Markham Advisors. Anyone heard of Markham?
Yeah, Darlene.
Markham Advisors. Lady who was in charge of their HR got one of my thank you notes and she put it on the back credenza, and when I went to meet with her the second time, whether she pulled it out because she was, Rob told me to. No. She put it on her credenza. Because that person that's going to then walk by is going to see that thank you note and ask, oh, that's kind of neat. Where'd you get that? Who sent you that? And then the conversation may or may not continue. So you get the thank you note, which is
Can I have a stack?
hand stamped.
Thank you.
When we're refining our network, that's what I want you to think about. I want you to think about the entire process of connecting with them, identifying who they are, maximizing them and sitting with them, and then figuring out whether or not they make sense in your LinkedIn network or your professional network. And if they don't make sense, make that tough decision and swipe them out. Send them to a different social media. Now, I had another question this afternoon about social media. This is my impression. I didn't believe it either. I was only in LinkedIn until my marketing firm told me that this isn't about you. This is about getting your message out there and reaching one more contact that you did not know through a different way of presenting it. If you paid attention, Handy Andy put it on all different types of social media, the same message, and blasted it out. I guarantee that each medium reached one different type of person that I don't know. And that's the entire point. This isn't about following people on Facebook and figuring out whether they like Lamont or not. That's not the idea. Twitter, Instagram, you don't have to go crazy. This is about them knowing, and it's about content. Simple, clean, easy content about you. Because you don't know who you're going to reach. And networking is all about who you don't know. When it comes to following up, I want you to take what's old and bring it back into the new. So this is where the software developers and the application developers and all those sexy systems that we use on our phone can be helpful, because we've got to figure out how to maximize it and optimize it for 2018-19. So for all those Apple users out there, there is a software that I use called LinkSphere, LinkSphere. It's free up to 50 contacts. After that, I think it's $10 a year, $20 a year. I want you to think about using that software as a way to make your network more efficient, and it also helps you with follow-up emails, and you can follow up. It's a timer, but it's simple and it's on your phone. Okay? So you have to have a systemized approach to figure out how you're going to follow up with this network. LinkedIn does not count, because not everybody uses the social media the same way. So you have to do a different type of software. That's what I found helpful. So Thomas Edison. How many times did it take Thomas Edison to create the incandescent light bulb? Who's got the answer?
Over 100,
Yes?
600,
over 10,000.
Nope. Close. You got one. Go ahead.
600.
Nope. More than that. Nope. So take off a zero. 999 times, and the 1000th time he created the incandescent light bulb. Well, who cares? Why are you telling me this? Because when you're thinking about networking, it's going to be frustrating. When you're thinking about networking, people are not going to do what you want them to do. You want them to buy your stuff so you can make a living, so you can put gas in your car. But the problem is, life's not fair. We just talked about it. And the idea is that I want you to just think about this slide and networking as doing one more thing. I want you to think just one more. Oh, I've met like 5 people at this thing. I don't want to meet. Just one more. Just one more, and then you could go. But the irony is I only taught you to meet one, but let's say you met, just do 6. And that's it.